Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Bree
and I'm Tiff.
Let's jump right into it.
So I know you guys missed us last week. We're well aware, and I think that this week's topic is a perfect way to just really understand what's really been going on.
Yeah.
But me and you haven't actually seen each other this week,
right?
And this is the first day we've actually seen each other, and
so we have a lot to discuss.
And we have a lot of reasons why we haven't seen each other. But the main reason I feel like it's because we definitely needed a mental break, like a full-on break. And the topic this week
will be surrounding that.
Yeah.
So the topic this week is that we'll be discussing our mental health, some of the struggles we face, some of the ways we approach it with self-care, just diving in and discussing it with you guys. So this one is gonna be very personal to us because you know, like, we don't like missing any episodes. So if we do miss one, it's for a very valid reason, and this isn't the only thing that we do, you know. So even though we don't want to miss the episode, sometimes a lot of things is happening in our life surrounding the other stuff that we do, and then we just really need a break. So that's pretty much what happened.
Yeah, pretty
in summary.
much. But first off, how's your week been? Or is it feeling like a little bit better than last week?
It is, because we took a break. Like, we needed to take a break.
Yeah. And I don't want you guys to feel like because she wanted a break, that means I wanted a break. Like, we came together and we just decided that, listen, we definitely need a break. This is getting too much. Like, we didn't want to actually come on the camera and we not feel good.
Yeah, because it would translate.
Exactly. Like, you'd actually feel it, because me and Brie, we can't hide certain things.
No, because all right, so when I messaged Tiffany, I was like, you know, I'm actually don't think I can do nothing today. You know, I just wanted to stay home and just like free my mind. And her response was, I actually think you should, because I've also been feeling some type of way. So I feel like we need a break. And I'm glad to the two we did up on the same page. But not for the reason, you know, but it just happened that we were both on the same page and both needed a break.
I think that we need to reciprocate more, like, how we're feeling, especially if we're like in business together and we possibly have future businesses, because if you never talk, me probably wouldn't talk, but I probably just suppress it.
And then you try to put on the best because you don't want to disappoint me. But I was at my breaking point where I couldn't even think, say, you know, I don't want to disappoint him. I just know I could have filmed that day.
Yeah, I felt the same way.
Yeah.
I felt the same way.
I started feeling emotional already.
But it's like, you know how I'm still like, my main thing I think I need to work on is
communicating how you're feeling.
And like, I'm my feelings too. Like, I'm not to suppress it because I want the other person to feel good. You get me? So we'll definitely work on that.
Yes. Definitely. Because I messaged her like after 5 points some shit. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, miserable when I get telling her what I say. But she replied like an hour later because she was actually up. I did not sleep. So imagine after 5, I'm gonna sleep yet. You know, like, we were actually dealing with some shit because for she replied to me so soon. By the time me drop asleep, she replied. It means that she told me that she wasn't sleeping good. You know, she never did get good sleep.
I was not.
But I want for good on your night through a system.
Let's start with the questions to make them understand more what's going on.
Yeah. The first question is, what has been your biggest mental health struggle this year, and how have you been coping with it?
I think for me, the biggest this year, it was when I went to St. Vincent. It was for, you know, my other business.
Her other channel?
Yeah, my other channel. And I went to St. Vincent for, I think it was 2 weeks. And I spent thousands of dollars, because I probably feel like, so this not gonna go bad. What could go wrong?
Right, it's an investment.
Yeah, it's an investment. But I never went into it seeing like, okay, what's gonna go wrong? Nothing gonna go wrong.
Right, you went with high expectations. Yeah.
So I went there with high expectations. So what happened in St. Vincent was, we basically was discussing it with one of the locals in St. Vincent, and we had everything planned, like the days we were going to go out, like I would do street food and Raj would probably do some other stuff with the guy, with the local. So it's like everything was planned out, like we planned ahead we plan ahead because that's how I do my business. We arrived in St. Vincent. Everything was good. When I landed, my bag wasn't in St. Vincent. It was actually in, where was it? Grenada. It was in Grenada.
But they never tell you that.
They never tell me that.
Trinidad, Barbados. They didn't tell me every country except Grenada.
So all my equipment was in there. All my clothes were in there. So I'm just sit down at St. Vincent. I have on the same clothes I'm gonna wear at the airport. The Airbnb host, she had to give me clothes to wear because I didn't have any clothes. So it was just a lot for me. It was very overwhelming. I was really stressing because it's like, geez, I'm 2 days past now. I'm gonna start no video. Like, what am I gonna do? You get me? So that was it. The Airbnb host, luckily she knew somebody at the airport and they told me where my bag was. I got back the bag. Okay, I said, boom, start the videos now. The guy that we were supposed to do the videos with, basically, long story short,
Him never come true.
It never come true. And we only got, I think, 2 days out of the 2 weeks that we were there. 2 days with him. And boy, like, I didn't know, like, at the first I ever got you something like that, and I didn't know how to like react to it. I was very overwhelmed. I cried.
Yeah.
Because I was like, yo, why this is happening? I went there and I only got one solid video, and it wasn't even a solid video for me.
Yeah, you had to patch things.
Yeah. And then the next trip I went to Curacao and I did the same thing, and the same thing happened. I only got one solid video. Luckily it paid back the trip, but it kind of felt like overwhelming for me. And
because you were disappointed.
Yeah, I was disappointed twice. I did the same thing twice. At one point I cried, come and said like, why did I invest so much with going in there with high expectations? Like, my beliefs and nothing can happen. And I can't believe it's been 8 months. It feels like last year and it's literally this year. But I got over that because I was like, okay, Tiffany, you know better. You're not gonna do that again. Because at the end of the day, I went in there with high expectations, not thinking about what could happen.
I remember when that happened, and I said to you, so you just have to just trust, say better is going to come, and also that the video we stitched together can still do good, and it did great. I think, which one? It was a Curacao one?
It was a Curacao one.
Yeah, so even though you only ended up getting that, because sometimes like disappointment happen, but you have to just try to make the best of it. But it don't mean it don't affect you significantly. Yeah. You know, because you went in with like high expectations.
Yeah, that was where I went wrong.
No.
Wrong words. I don't feel like I went wrong. I just feel like that never happened to me before. And
it's because, you know, all the travel experience normally work out.
Yeah. So because it never happened to me before, I was like,
right.
What the hell?
Right.
So yeah, I feel like
back to back.
Yeah. So I feel like, okay, I learn from this. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Because I move on from that now, but why that lit my one?
Yeah, similarly, like mine, it just happened recently. We in November, and mine happened in September for my birthday, where I was supposed to go to Mexico for my birthday. And when I got there, I literally landed in the hurricane. I landed in the midst of a storm. No, I landed on the island called Cozumel. Okay. And then in order to get to Cancun, you have to take a ferry. Because the landing of the hurricane, there was no ferries going across, and the plane sold out. Like, everybody already booked it up. So I had to book a plane for the next morning. So I booked the plane for the next morning, but I had to find a hotel to stay that night in this place that I'm not from. And here with my stories about Mexico, right? So anyway, find a place to stay, and I realized that I'm frantic, I'm nervous, and I can't sleep good because I just not feel safe because it's not in the designated tourist area, you know. So every sound about me, and the wind, the breeze, everything like just like blow your ear, the door shake. Like me, I experience a hurricane full blown in one next country that I'm not from, right? And then so when I wake up in the morning, I realized that the weather was too bad that I wasn't going to risk my life to go on that little plane, right? So now extra money paid, the money burn up, I don't go on the plane. So now I have to find another plane back to the US. So now my entire resort that was paid for, everything it just went up, and it was significantly disappointing for me because this is my birthday, right? You know, we always make big deal out of our birthday, so I was really looking forward to it. I already had my outfits planned, everything planning on my brain of how this is gonna go, and yeah, had to get a flight back to the US and just forget about everything, all of the money we spent, all of the planning here. It significantly affected me to the point where even when I thought that, you know, I got over it, which I get over it, you know, I'm really thankful because I still ended up going back to the US and enjoying what was left of the time that I took off. But I realized that it still some way contributed to like this, I don't know how to put it, like me getting easier or easily triggered soon after, because it's like it's still very recent, right? So maybe me feel like I get over everything 100%, but I don't really get over everything 100% because it did really disappointing, and outside of disappointment, it is so scary for me in our foreign country, you know, like nobody spoke English. One man tried to scam me, tried to sell me like a way to the mainland, which somebody luckily was overhearing and end up telling me, say, no, don't do that, you know. So like we just did I go through so much and I can't speak the language. It was a lot. So yeah, that was the most traumatic thing that tested my mental health.
When they texted me, I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, and I literally didn't text Tiffany until after everything. Like I think I texted you when I landed in the US.
Okay.
After, like when I just come off of the plane, I'm gonna say I'm finally out of the situation here.
When you were in Texas?
Yeah, when I was in Texas.
Okay,
So when I finally land now, because guys, the only flight I could get was to Texas, so I had to go to Texas and get a hotel there, which I enjoyed. Even though it wasn't the same island vibes, you know, and it cost me more money and all of that, but I still end up enjoying it, which is good. I feel like the underlying theme as to why it was difficult for us is because we just couldn't control what happened. When time something out of your hands, you know, it can just feel so frustrating. Yeah,
I think that's a big trigger for me when we can't control something.
I feel the same way because I'm very controlling.
I'm very controlling, like
especially when it comes down to matters or concern us individually. You know, like if my birthday or your business or whatever, like that, I go feel like you want to have control because this is something where you look forward to and you're planning.
Exactly.
And then God just said, while you plan, me a laugh. You know what I'm saying? While you plan, God a laugh. And everything was just wiped out for me and you. And we just did have to adjust.
Had to.
Yeah. So the next question is, when you feel overwhelmed or anxious, what are the first signs that you notice in your body as well as in your mind? Think about it. You know what I notice about you?
What?
You can't sleep. I believe, so you replied to me.
You tell me so I can't sleep. And I true, like whenever like I feel like I go through something or there's a task that need to be done, like 2 weeks or 1 week right now, I can't sleep. And
you get anxious.
I get anxious a lot. I have headaches a lot. I'm miserable. I feel like I don't know if it's I need so much space.
You don't know if it's
I don't know if it's a physical thing, but whenever I feel really overwhelmed, it's like my neck feel like it's strained.
Yo, man, literally did I say that to somebody recently, say I need a massage because my neck just feels so tight. It's you know why though? It's because you carry stress in your neck and your shoulders.
I didn't know that.
Yes,
I didn't know that.
That's why like people like to get massage and release the tension, and then you can feel the knot.
Always I feel it. Like whenever I'm under pressure, but then I'm just wondering if it's a physical thing. But then me and say I'm not really do nothing to strain myself.
Exactly.
And well, I never ask you. You know, I learn something like that. Because I bring it up now. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's just coincidental because I was thinking about it for myself. Because me I said, why my neck hurt me? And
it does hurt me from time to time. I realize that it's becoming a repetitive thing where I can't sleep, I'm miserable, I'm stressed out, I'm overwhelmed, to a point where I don't want to do nothing daily, and it's getting more and more to that point. So
Yeah.
next year, definitely, and next year is very close. I'm putting some action
into making the change we
because
definitely need.
my health is so important to me. Like, me a young girl, me not make nobody stress me out. I'm not make nothing stress me to a point where me can't control it. And because I'm such a control person, where it's like even when me know me can't control it, me still a stress about it,
Right.
and it's annoying.
No, let go and let God.
It's annoying. So that's definitely something that I'm like trying to get out of.
And even planning to do that next year, the plan we have is still a lot to do.
It's still a lot
you know,
to
so
do.
it's a lot of planning as well, so that can also become overwhelming.
Yeah.
So you have to find moments to take a break and a breather, you know, and don't overwhelm yourself too much.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it can just naturally happen from everything we have to do.
I agree, but you know, saying is better, is easier.
Yeah,
than
than doing. More, I want to state the things that I notice with myself physically. So like, I find some get really anxious, and when it gets to that point, it's very unhealthy. Like, I'm not supposed to experience that. Apart from that, I was getting like the same tightness in my neck. Yeah, I feel
everything
like
trigger you.
Really, I get really agitated, and really I feel like I just no want to deal with nobody. Like I just want to isolate. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to deal with nobody, and that is not healthy.
Yeah, it is not.
Yeah,
but
so,
we are human.
Yeah,
we go through it.
Yeah,
come on, now say you need to stop it. You can't, like, every now and then you're gonna go through this. Like,
right.
Come on.
And I love that about our friendship, that when I go through something, like, you give me the space for like be miserable and be like, okay, Bree, I understand what you say, because you know, like, I get you, you know, you're human, you have a human experience, and like, I'm here for you. You went off a film, me I go through my own thing, we actually need a break. You know,
I feel like like that, your mental is so much more important than anything.
Right.
Like, if you say you don't feel good, that's fine. If you want to scream, that's fine. If you want, like, be miserable, that's fine. Because she miserable all the time, but just take it. Because I know, like, we all go through it. Like, we all go through it. Throughout the years that we've been friends, because it's more than friends at this point. Like, we've been friends for like decades. We didn't freaking know how long.
We're family.
Yeah, we're family, and it's like we have seen each other like in some
every
struggles.
State. Every
like,
state.
Me will call Brena, I'ma just cry, and then she's like, she very comforting, and that's for me that rare for in a friendship, because I've never had that before.
Especially if you feel safe.
Yeah, she made me feel safe. Like, I could just tell her anything. You get me? And over the years, where friendship develop, I will get to know each other more and more. And it's like, we just can't talk to each other about anything. Like, she would just call me, and you would just go through it, I'm just there for you.
Right.
You know,
and I feel safe too, because it's not easy to talk to people about like things that really affecting you, especially in the moment where it's affecting you, you know. Like, yeah, it's not easy.
God, stop.
It's not easy to be emotional or vulnerable to somebody else, because you feel like that person can judge you or them can use it against you in our next moment. But like, I've never experienced that with Tiffany. Like, I never yet tell her something will come up in our next moment, and she never yet tell me something will come up in our next moment. So like, I feel like every time we go through something, even like when we argue or something, like, I not even remember, like, when enough time pass, I don't remember what we disagree about, because we truly let it go. Like, we really forgive each other and just move on. So yeah, I really appreciate that.
Wait, you didn't ask one question within the question. You said like,
the coping mechanism.
New environment.
New environment. Get rid of anybody who is not facilitating your growth. Anybody who's too negative. You tell them your plans and them try to like talk it down. Anything like that. Also eating better, exercising, listening to music.
Listen, exercising.
Yeah, for you.
He's like a detox for me. Girl.
I don't like exercise. I only do it when I really feel like I need to get it done.
But that's because that's not your.
I don't mind.
I know your detox. That's not you. That's me. You know, we'll find different things where you love and you work with it. You know.
You have to discover the thing where it can help you for come back to your natural and true self, your calm self, where you can say, okay, what I need to do for actually solve the issue of what is bothering me. Yeah, because sometimes we take up other things, other vices, other ways of thinking we're coping, but we actually avoid the real issue.
We are.
Yeah.
That's why me pick up gym, you know.
Yeah, I feel like gym is a really good and healthy way of
just
getting out everything out. Yeah, and it actually regulates your emotions and your hormones. So yeah,
I love it. Apart from being the adventure girl, boy, that helped too, you know.
Yeah, that does help.
Jesus.
For me, like I remember when we used to go UA, I would just feel so frustrated and overwhelmed. Would I just drive go to beach?
Girl, drive.
Would I just drive go to beach and I'd like on a random Tuesday and just being around the water. Yes.
But I can't ask Brena what she did.
But at the beach.
She at the beach. I eat food.
By myself and I take in some fresh air. You get to listen to your thoughts and it cut out the noise, and then you can really figure out what's wrong with you, as well as where you're going to change that.
It's not like how when we did start explore other options with adventure, it's like it just made me feel like free. Yes. Like, we just go on river, go cook, and then we chill and we just look like, yo, like this is nice, you know. Don't have to worry about nothing.
You just take your mind off of everything we're wrong.
Exactly. Yeah. Cause everything something I got always wrong. You fix one problem, it's gonna be a next problem. It is what it is. You just have to live in the moment, man.
Right.
Cause boy, your problems them are gonna do that either way you take it.
And nature provide that, like the realest escape. That's why everybody around for go on vacation.
When you forgot camping again.
We do. But sometimes I can just drive guy local beach.
How drive guy local beach? More time when you forgot hotel again, go sit down and do nothing. Cause me and Brena that already we got hotel.
Yeah.
And do nothing, and it did feel so
amazing.
Good.
We just go around the lazy river.
I never feel no way.
The lazy river pool. Girl. That was my favorite part. We just lay down now and
me and Brena just lie down in there.
Amazing.
It just
our name food, you know. Hey, you know want to see our room service.
Room service. Cause we couldn't buy
breakfast. Oh my God, our breakfast started long so for room service. I'm supposed to eat away.
It did nice, man.
Tiffany had everything.
Go and try everything. I get your money's worth.
Oh my God, that was actually the first time I eat French toast.
Oh yeah, you tell me.
It is amazing.
Boy, this topic, I love this topic.
Yeah, it's deeper than usual.
Cause I know we talk about stuff here and there, but it's like for actually sit down and talk about it like this, all in one. It's really nice.
Yes, it is.
Cause we haven't done that. I know we've been there for each other, like when things happen in the moment.
Yeah, but when I just sit down and discuss mental health, right.
Emotional for that.
I did think say you might cry in that episode, and you almost did.
You told me.
Especially in our culture as Jamaicans, like when I really grow up for express and discuss these type of things that you're feeling, you're seen as soft, like you're afraid for cry, stuff like that, because you're seen
I don't think it was in my mother crying. No.
Exactly. And that is a great point. Like your own parents, them you think say them can't cry because them don't show that emotional side there. And like remember one time, I remember what did I cry about? My father was like, "Where I cry for crocodile tears," you know. So like, but I don't blame him. I'm just saying, but that's just how we are brought up. Yeah, that is our culture. That any sign of emotion is a sign of weakness. Even if like somebody not said that to me, because nobody never said that to you, but you don't see your mother crying. Exactly. You know, so
I've not seen my mother even like emotional. I think I really see her being emotional because I'm showing her that.
Right. But
but
before,
judging
like
from
that.
her how she grow, I want to say,
Yeah.
I understand
Yeah.
like why she is how she is.
Party, I get me emotional.
Really?
When we start thinking about parents, because them go through so
They do.
much
Oh
in
my
a for them
gosh.
lifetime, where it shape the people that they become, and
Yeah.
then so like because we are the next generation, we end up being more loving for whatever reason. We're more loving. It actually make them have to realize say something wrong with them approach.
Exactly.
Something is wrong with their approach. Them need to be more loving, and you see that them try to learn, you know.
Yeah.
Even like one of my oldest sibling, like them say them feel like say my father show me more affection than the person there, because and it might be true, like I don't blame them for feel that way there, because you know me the last one. So you kind of have to learn with each child, and you're the first one, so it's different because you get the rough side versus where your little brother him get all of the loving softness because them evolve as parents too, you know. I'm like when we did hear them say it, like we did feel away, because you know me the last one, I'm wish them can experience the same relationship there, but everybody can't have the same relationship, like with the relationship where your brother have with your mother, another relationship where you have with her, but your mother love and spoil you same way. It just manifests differently, and at the same way my father love them and spoil them, give them what him can give them same way, but it manifests differently because them learn with each child how to be more loving. Boy, the conversation is deep today.
It deep. This brings us to the last question. Does it make sense now?
Yeah. What the last question?
What question?
If you could give your younger self one piece of advice about mental health, what would it be and why?
Love yourself more. Love yourself more.
Remember you said it's to your younger self.
Yeah,
okay,
love
go
yourself more. Because honestly, I didn't love myself more. The treatment that I got, and this is not just because this is not just because I'm not crying. This is not because like I grew up and see certain things.
Wait, just wait it out.
Thank you, my love. Okay. My mom, she knows she's a single mom. She do everything for me. And to be like, I'm not trying to throw all my business in there, but with my mom and my dad, I saw everything. Let's just say that I saw everything because I'm the oldest one, so I saw everything. And I had mixed feelings on how it's supposed to go as it relates to loving yourself and loving somebody. So like growing up, I didn't know how to love myself. I was just confused. You get me? And
also you never did get that emotional aspect there from them.
I wasn't getting that, and I didn't know how to approach it because I wasn't getting it. So I said, okay, I guess this is how it's supposed to go. When I was younger, I just often doubt myself. I felt so insecure. I felt so like depressed because I didn't know like what I should do, and I didn't have anybody I feel like I could talk to about it. So I was just learning as I went along, but it was a hard process. It was a hard learning process. I dealt with a lot, you know, in relationships as well as friendships. But that's what I would tell myself, like love yourself more, because it's so important. Like when I discovered how to actually love myself, like nobody couldn't talk to me. Like I see myself
different.
Like you can't tell me say I'm not the shit. I'm the fucking shit. Excuse my language. Like I'm the shit. Like you can't tell me something not great. If you feel like I'm not great, I'm not for there with you, or you're not for there on me. And that's the confidence. Actually, I don't know where it came from. Actually, I don't know where it came from. But I'm so glad. I'm so glad that, you know, I didn't give up. And that's what I would tell myself, like love yourself so much more because you're so amazing.
Yeah. Please. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that was a lot for me.
Alright, what would I tell my younger self? Wow.
You can do it.
I know, like it's stressing me already. Alright. I would tell my younger self that like this too shall pass. Like everything that you're facing at a young age, like it will pass. Like why you never crying? Like I'm not gonna cry. This too shall pass, because like I went through a lot, especially as a teenager. Woo! I'm not gonna cry, no. I'm not gonna cry.
You got this. You got this.
Okay, yeah. So I went through a lot, especially as a teenager, and sometimes you felt like you can't see the end of the light at the end of the tunnel. Like you just go through a lot, and it literally will pass, and you will become the person that you needed in that moment. Like you will literally become that. So, and everything that you're going through is only shaping you to become this great woman.
And look at you now.
It's only shaping you to become that great person that you will be. So yeah, it will pass, don't worry. Like it always will come out on the other side.
Yeah, bad girl, look at
Period. Yeah, so that's what I would tell my younger self, because a lot of time you go through something, you can't really see the next side. You just caught up in it, you just block out in a way I go through, and yeah, it will pass. I can't begin to discuss the things I'm deal with as a teenager, because it was just so much for me. Like yeah, but it will pass. I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm gonna take my dad at that point that we can talk about it. But just so that people don't start to make assumptions, it was a lot of things to do with like my school life. Yeah, I'll say that. Yeah. So yeah, but it passed, and we did take a book.
Take a book, girl.
I will get a subject, and we do what we're supposed to do. Yeah. Alright, this was a very deep episode.
Oh god, I'm warm, I'm hot. It was a lot, but I'm really glad that we discussed this.
Yeah,
and I feel better. Like we do this more. Like not even on the camera, I feel like we do this more. Like just like
discuss what we're feeling.
Yeah, just drink some drinks and just discuss how we're feeling and you know, cry happy tears.
Yeah, cry happy tears, cry sad tears. Like get it out. You need somebody where you can actually express yourself to.
Need somebody.
Yeah, even if it's just one person, one is enough.
Trust me,
you don't need to tell a business to a bag of people.
Yeah, I think it's overwhelming when you tell too much people. So I don't know if my dad do it without. I don't know if I really get through with certain things without you.
Yeah.
Because at home I can just talk to you about everything and you know judge me. You know,
and same.
Yeah.
So we're gonna close out. This week we're gonna just learn some more about us and some of the things that we faced. And yeah, you can share some of your mental struggles that you are going through or have gone through with us. We'd like to read it. We'd love to engage with you guys. And yeah, if you're brave enough to comment it, comment it.
If you want email it, sure.
Whatever
anything you want to do, anything you feel comfortable with. But this is a way for you to get to know us a little bit more. Just show you guys that we're
another side to us.
Yeah,
we're human.
We're human.
Everybody go through things. Thank you for supporting us. Our channel is growing and we love it.
Love it.
If you're new here, welcome. Sorry you're coming for the episode.
But you can also watch our other episodes.
Yeah, we're more upbeat and having a lot of fun.
So for you guys who haven't subscribed yet,
but you're watching,
I see you guys. We see you guys. But you know, if you could subscribe so you can see more, you know, different topics where we discuss lighter topics, fun topics,
vlogging on the road, whatever.
We're progressing. You know, it's new for us.
It's fairly new, but we're getting there.
Yeah, we're getting there. But yeah, we're gonna close out the video now.
And that's it for this week.
We'll see you guys next week. Don't worry. So yeah.
Okay, bye. Bye.